parce que je me sentais seule dans ma petite bulle. Je voulais danser mais je me sentais comme un funambule parce que je me sentais seule. Mais t'es arrivé, t'as soufflé sur mon visage comme une brise légère d'été.
Hello everyone. If you are new, my name is Marin. Welcome to another week in my teacher life. Last week had its ups and downs. I am really hoping that we can have a good week this week. It was rough. It's been rough. Today it is very dark and gloomy outside. So yeah, and actually I just got here like 2 minutes ago. It's 8:04 and it's darker than it was when I got here. Like, it is dark outside. Let me show you. Very dark and dreary outside. You can see like some clouds trying to peek through, but it is very gloomy outside. So yeah, it's humid and gross outside too. I don't know if it's supposed to rain more today or not, but we'll see. It did rain last night, so that means if they do go outside, I will get a lot of dirt in my room again today. Love it. So yeah, I took a bunch of stuff home to do over the weekend, and y'all, I didn't do any of it, so I need to take care of that this morning. I have one more bag of cubes to put together for math, and then we'll just see how the day goes. I am just crossing my fingers that it will be a decent one, so we shall see.
Viens, on s'en va, même si on sait pas vraiment où l'on va, juste loin de là. Viens, on part loin, qu'importe le chemin, qu'importe le destin. Viens juste, on part loin. Je suis dans mon mood, j'ai besoin de rien, juste besoin de tes mains, de toi, de moi, de nous. Je suis dans mon mood, j'ai besoin de rien, juste besoin de tes.
And it is now thundering, so I will take that as yes, it is supposed to rain today. Ooh, there went lightning. Okay, it is now 8:25. I am now sweating after putting those mats back in their new places. So I had to change partners because we are starting unit 2 of reading. So yeah, I had to move their spots around. So that's what I was doing. Now I'm going to go ahead and pull those cubes out for math and look at writing, which is what I was supposed to plan over the weekend, and I didn't. So let's go ahead and take care of that.
De moi, de nous, parce qu'on nous a brisés, mais on s'est trouvés, comme si nos larmes par nos fous rires étaient effacées, parce qu'on nous a blessés, mais je t'ai rencontré, comme si ce temps passé m'avait tout fait oublier. Wow, viens, on s'en fout de tout ce qu'ils disent, de tout ce qu'ils pensent, ça n'a pas d'importance. Maintenant y a nous et puis c'est tout, c'est une évidence. Ils n'ont plus d'existence. Je suis dans mon mood, j'ai besoin de rien, juste besoin de tes mains, de toi, de moi, de nous. Je suis dans mon mood, j'ai besoin de rien, juste.
Hello everyone, happy Tuesday. It is 2:36. This morning I had a planning meeting with my grade level team at 8, and then I had to put together some stuff for math, which took the entire rest of the time that I had, so I just didn't have a chance to get on here. Very quickly, I will go ahead and recap our day. So we had some district people here today. They might actually still be here, I don't know. But there were some district people here today doing a math training with our admin. We switched to a new eval system this year, so I'm assuming that this is to help them with that. I don't really know. But anyway, they were here and they actually came into my room during math. I did have a heads up, so I knew that they were coming, and the kids were actually really, really good. We did this activity where I had made cube towers for the numbers 1 through 10, glued them onto index cards. They needed to count the cubes, write the number on the back of how many cubes there were in the tower, and then they needed to lay them in order from 1 to 10. And then those who got finished were able to play a game with their partner where they would hide one of the cards and the partner would have to tell them which one was missing. So that's what math was today. That is part of Eureka, the module 1. If you do Eureka, it was module 1, lesson 32. So that was this morning. That went pretty well. We then reread When Sophie Gets Angry, which was our book as part of being a reader this week. And I introduced them to their handwriting notebooks, and then they went to lunch. After lunch, we did some time on their Imagine Math while I was testing letters. So we have officially introduced all of the letters through the curriculum, and now I'm seeing where everyone's at. So we have about 4 students left. The vast majority of them do not know all of their letters, which is to be expected. I have so far between 9 and 12 letters, and then I do have some that do know all of them. So I will do further testing on them to put them into their small group reading set. But yeah, going to be doing a lot of reteaching of letters, which I had figured we would do. But anyway, yeah, that was this morning. Now I'm going to work on an anchor chart for, it's actually for writing, but it goes along with reading as well. So yesterday I filled out the chart for When Sophie Gets Angry. I will show you what that looks like in a minute. I am not an artist. I just want to put that disclaimer out there. Not an artist, but I did do that anchor chart with them yesterday for When Sophie Gets Angry. Today we are going to do one on The Snowy Day, which I am reading to them as part of writing because we are talking about watermelon stories versus seed stories. This is a seed story, etc. We also read the book Officer Buckle and Gloria, which is one of my favorite books because we were finishing up our social studies about rules and why we have rules and things like that. So if you have not read this and you are a teacher, check this one out. I think it's pretty charming and cute, and it also talks and reminds students why rules are important. So go figure. Anyway, I'm going to work on that anchor chart, and then I'm going to look at math for tomorrow. It's already like 2:40, so I have 15 minutes left. Then I'm going to have to pick my students up from specials. So yeah, we'll go ahead and see what else I can get up to.
De moi, de nous, je suis dans le mood, j'ai besoin de rien, juste besoin de tes mains, de toi, de moi, de nous, je suis dans le mood, j'ai besoin de rien, juste besoin de tes mains, de toi, de moi, de nous, je suis dans le mood.
Okay, so you just saw me tracing someone else's anchor chart because this was my version, which is fine, except for this tree, y'all. I cannot draw trees. That is not happening. But this was the one that I made yesterday to go along with When Sophie Gets Angry, and I don't think it's too bad. Let me show you. So it could have been worse, correct? As long as you ignore the tree.
Je suis dans le mood. Je suis dans le mood.
long time no talk. I did not get on here to speak to you at all yesterday. Yesterday was a very busy day with meetings. It is 8:45 on Thursday. I just was making copies of some things that I'm going to have my students start working on for the word work and writing parts of our rotation. So I'll go ahead and quickly show you what I ran off. So first I had to run off our Being a Reader assessment pages for my 8 students that knew most of their capital and lowercase letters. I ran off the class assessments for Being a Reader whole group, shared reading, and then I did some word work stuff. So I ran off a few like sight word Play-Doh practice things that I'm gonna have laminated. This one, they read the words, spell it with magnetic letters, and then write the word on the line. So these need to be cut out and laminated. I am only doing our first 11 words, which is what they need to know when they leave kindergarten. The rest of the words come in through their small groups. And then I ran off a writing activity to focus on the sight word and, which is one of them that we have learned. Same thing with this one. They're just coloring the word and then I ran off several of these sight word mazes for the words that we've done. So I ran them back to back. So like this one is you and is. This one is we and. This one is see and I. And then this one is can and the. So those are some of the things that I ran off. And then I also ran off a sight word book. So it looks like this. So I need to cut these and staple them. I did run them back to back, so they're like this. And all of these sight word activities are from Simply Kinder. I will link her whole sight word bundle thing down below. There's a ton of different activities, but we're just starting with those. I also next week want to introduce Write the Room. So I want to run off the papers for that. And yeah, next week we are supposed to be starting small groups. So I am working on assessing those 8 students that knew their letters, so yay for that. It's a pretty good number of them. I'm pretty pleased with that. And then, yeah, we'll just go from there. The rest of them will continue to work on their letters and their first 11 sight words in their small group. So I have 8 who know their letters and sight words and 8 that do not. So not too shabby. Anyway, the big change from yesterday is that I rearranged my room. So I kind of showed you a brief overview of that, but I'll go ahead and kind of walk you around and show you what it looks like. Then I'm gonna run to the restroom and pull everything up on the computer and the students will be here. So here's a look at what I did to the classroom. Okay, so starting at the door where I am right now, this is where their cubbies and mailboxes are. I moved where I was keeping their headphones. I shoved it against the board. So I did get rid of our affirmation station. There just isn't room in here for that, unfortunately. So it is what it is. I did not change anything along the front. I did space the tables out a little bit more though, because I moved my kidney table back here. So this shelf has all of my math things. I had to spin it around because I have a couple students that keep getting into them and we don't have time for that. I'm going to get like some cookie sheets to hang on the back of this. It's a pegboard thing. I will show you. So it is a pegboard thing. So I'm just gonna kind of figure something out to hang cookie sheets so they can still do their magnetic letters here. I put the word work turn-in bin here, and then I moved all of the drawers right next to it. I do have a child, unfortunately, who cannot handle sitting with other students, so I had to put them at their own desk. But then if we turn, this is now my small group table. So I think that that will work a little bit better. It gives me a little bit better view of the whole classroom. And yeah, so that was the big change that I squeezed in between all of those meetings yesterday. So now I'm going to run to the restroom and get stuff pulled up, and I will try to film if anything interesting happens. Otherwise, I will see you on my plan time. There goes the bell. It's 10 minutes till 9. Hello, it is now 4:52, y'all. Dismissal today. Oh my goodness. So it's raining. Typically we have cars going through two separate parts of the parking lot and we have them divided. So pre-K and second load in one area, K and one load in the other area. If they have siblings in either the pre-K or second grade, they load with those. Well, it was raining today, so they could not load in the lower lot, and dismissal literally took forever. We put the last kid in their car at 4:45. Like crazy. It took forever. So, I'm just now getting back in the room. I very quickly wiped down the tables. I'm letting them dry before I put their chairs up. I have some mess back here that needs to be cleaned up. I need to put some Chromebooks away, and then I am leaving because it's been a long day. Not a bad day, really. Like, we're doing okay. This has actually been a pretty good week overall, but oh my gosh, dismissal just took forever, and it just kind of exhausts you. So I have some things that I need to do before I teach tomorrow. So I'm just gonna do those when I get in tomorrow morning. And yeah, I'm just gonna go home tonight after I straighten a couple things up. So let's go ahead and take care of that so I can leave. Good morning, happy Friday, TGIF. It is currently 8:42. I got here about 8:10. I had stopped to get coffee, and then our principal brought in donuts. So I took one of those, even though that's definitely not something that I necessarily needed. I did get a banana to balance it out, but anyway, yeah. So I am actually leaving early today. I have an appointment to get my flu shot at 3:50, so I'm leaving today at 3:30. So I had to chat with my principal about getting coverage for my class for the last 30 minutes of the day and dismissal. And we're gonna hope that we can make it a good day. I need to prep reading because we are finding rhyming words in our poem. So I need to write the different sentences out with the blanks so that we can move the words into them, etc. So I'm going to do that right now. And yeah, that's probably all I'm gonna have time for. I've been walking around chatting with people instead of doing anything constructive. So yeah, we shall see how the day goes and hope that we can have a good end to the week. So I will check in with you later.
It's hard to resist the thing that I missed for so long. Can't remember what it's like, just remember I need it.
Hello everyone, I am now at home. I left to go get my flu shot. I have a lovely Band-Aid right here. And yeah, that's the end to another week. So overall this week we actually had a pretty good one. I can't complain too terribly much. Like, compared to some of the other things we've been dealing with, this one was pretty decent. So not too bad of a way to end this vlog on a positive note for once. So during my plan time, I did run off math for next week. We are finishing rather, module 1. So I ran off the last lesson, and then I have to assess. So I have the assessment, I just need to run it off because it all has to be done individually. And yeah, I'm also going to use that time to test them on how far we can count, number recognition, and counting objects to 20, because those are what we need for our conferences, for our progress report. Because in my district, we only do report cards at the semester for kindergarten. So conferences will just be kind of like a progress report check sheet. So I need to get all of that prepped, because the week after, on the 26th and 27th of October, are conferences, and they're via Zoom. But I have a sheet that I'm going to fill out that I'm going to send home so that families can have a hard copy. But anyway, yeah, that's coming up. So have to get ready for that. So yeah, on that note, I'm going to go ahead and sign off this vlog. So if you enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you would like to see more, and I will see you in my next video. Bye everyone.
Dans ma petite bulle, je voulais danser mais je me sentais comme un funambule parce que je me sentais seule. Et t'es là.